Most red and white wines are made from grapes. And the wines that we consume in this part of the world are usually from South Africa, France, or from Spain. But it may interest you that grapes can also be grown here in Nigeria. You want to know how? Follow me, let's find out. Hold up, my name is Andy Chanto and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's dive in. So today I'm in my hometown of Jos, the capital of Plateau State, Nigeria. A place where a lot of interesting yet less known beautiful things happen. And this is a farmhouse garden called Ridon Integrated Farms, where they grow a variety of fruits, vegetables and spices. I discovered this place when I stumbled upon this post on Facebook and I had to follow up. This is Mr. and Mrs. Deshi, a farming couple that have been into farming these fruits and vegetables right here in their backyard. So today I'm here with Dr. Kempia Deshi, and she's the person running this place basically. So let's hear from her.
All right, it's my pleasure hosting you. As you just said, my name is Dr. Kempia Deshi. I'm a botanist. My first degree is BSc Botany from the University of Jos. And my master's is in cytogenetics and plant breeding. And I have a PhD in plant physiology. So you can see that my life is all about plants.
You're really practicing all of the things that you studied in.
My life is all about
the
plants.
University, and that's very beautiful. You have a fantastic place here. I can see a lot of fruits and flowers and all sorts of plants that I don't even know their names. It's a very beautiful place here. I used to know that we have grapes and apples and all sorts of exotic fruits in Jos, but then I haven't been to a grape farm and really seen how the practice is done. So maybe you should shed more light about it, and let's hear from you, the first-hand farmer, how grapes are produced here in Jos, because a lot of people don't know that we have grapes in Nigeria entirely. We don't. We know that all of the wines that we have around and the grapes that we have in shelves in the malls are usually imported from South Africa, from Spain, from England, and the Americas. So let's hear from you how.
The grapes I have here have seeds. Okay. So they are not seedless.
Okay.
And that means you can grow grapes from seeds. But just eating grapes and planting the seeds doesn't just grow like that, because it has to go through some scarification processes. Generally, most of the grapes that we have growing around are not grown from seeds. Grapes are also produced from stem cuttings. So most of the time when we prune the grapes, whatever we prune, we make cuttings out of the stem and plant them in soil, and they form roots and they grow back into new grape plants.
From the stemming, what is the next step?
From your stem cutting, you transplant it wherever you want the vine to grow. You put something for the vine to trail on. Okay. Because it's a climber.
It's a climber, yes.
And then you are also careful not to allow too many stems from the ground, because it will be good to have just at least a trunk growing up, not so many branches.
Yes.
When you have many branches growing, it slows down the growth of that vine. So you allow one that is growing strongly to grow, and then you put something for it to trail on, and then it climbs on that. It takes some years for the vine to form its canopy.
So it means that it has to take a really long time before the grapes start producing fruits.
Yeah, it's not just 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 years.
So it's a practice that needs time.
Yeah, it needs time. So you're just cutting a stem, and then you can see the number of notes, 1, 2, at least 3 notes.
Oh, okay.
Because when it wants to shoot, it shoots around the notes.
Oh, okay.
Now if you come here, you can see the sticks. Should we use the stick again? Can you see them, the curtains shooting?
Started. Wow. So this is the next stage after what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have older curtains here. So these are the seedlings.
Oh.
So you can plant any of these vines. This vine has just been transplanted. And you can see, as I told you, it's only 1 cane that is growing.
Okay.
If I allow more than 1, it will retard or slow down the growth.
Oh, okay. So how do you ensure that it's only 1?
Any other thing I see growing,
you just
on
cut
this,
it off?
I prune it off.
Okay.
Now, these vines were transplanted last year.
Okay.
This one you can see.
Oh, wow.
You can see the way the trunk is already forming. Look at from there.
So this
so
it's climbing and following.
Yes, it's climbing. So very soon I'm going to put a stand for it to run on. The next thing to do after the canopy is properly formed, is you prune the grapes. So basically, here I prune the grapes twice in a year. If I prune in August, then by ending December, early January, the fruits are ready. Then you prune in February, then ending of May into early June, you have another batch of fruit. So basically the grapevine fruits twice in a year.
Okay, that's fantastic. So it takes some time before it starts fruiting, and when it starts fruiting, you can have it
twice in a year.
I see that in your own place here in the garden, there's a form of netting around to protect your grapes, or is that how the grapes work, or is there a reason you did your own like that?
Okay, for instance, if you go to South Africa, like in Cape Town, you see a whole plantation of grape. You don't even see the end of the plantation. You don't need that netting. But here, I netted it to screen birds away. Oh, okay. So the netting you see is just to screen the birds away.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fantastic. So that's a wise way to, because you're on a smaller scale, not like the bigger plantations. So you can't finish the ones in a plantation.
And then probably the forest here.
Yes.
Houses even
a lot
the
of
birds.
Because you have a lot more plants and trees around.
Yes.
And so how does your distribution happen? Do you sell to stores, or do you sell them yourself, or do you have some sort of value chain partners that you collaborate with to take them to the market?
I have different ways of selling. I have individuals that come here to buy a kg, 2, 3, and then there's also a value chain. There are people that come here to buy, that retail.
Okay.
So like this season,
vendors. Yes.
Those vendors come here. So the vendors will normally buy in large quantity, maybe 10, more than, sometimes 10 kilograms at a go, sometimes more than that. That's on a weekly basis to go and sell, and then come back again. but I also sell to individuals.
Oh, okay.
I have not established a relationship directly with any of the stores.
Oh, okay.
But I am trying to produce more. So
because
I want to believe
the
that
stores
when
will require you to supply a certain volume, probably
every
maybe weekly. So you need to have a lot going on for you to be able to meet their demand.
Yeah, one thing I know is that there is a very big market for Nigerian grown grapes.
Okay.
There's a very high demand. Like now, the one for this season is almost finished, and I already have people booking against
the next
season,
which is next year.
Yeah, maybe
by the end of this year. Yes,
by the end of this year.
By the end of this year.
So I have people already booking, asking me to book them down, and reminding me not to forget them when the grapes are done.
That's beautiful. I also personally love grapes so much. It's one of my favorite fruits.
So should I also book you down?
Yes, I need to make my own booking and keep. Or if there's one now, I can just slide it. Okay. Yeah. So what is you talked about the Nigerian grown ones being in high demand. Is there a difference between the Nigerian grown one and say the South African species? Do they have species? I know there are red grapes and there's the green, or is it white? Yeah.
People are very concerned about what they take now.
Yes.
What they eat. So to so many people that patronize, they feel this thing, no preservative has been added on this one. Yes. It is fresh from the vine. Yes. It is healthier. So
probably because the ones that are imported probably pass through some extra processes to keep them fresh.
Yeah.
Before they bring them down to Nigeria and other countries like that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So that question people for something fresh
from the farm.
Fresh from the farm.
Are they only capable of being grown here in Jos Plateau, or can they be grown somewhere else around Nigeria?
They are grown in grapes tolerate warm. I know that the people in Zaria grow grapes far much more than the people in Jos.
That's good.
I've had people come from Abuja to buy the seedling here, and because of the warm in Abuja, it even fruited faster than here in Jos. So wherever you are in Nigeria, I want to assure you that you can give it a try. You can grow grapes. So
I need to take some back to Abuja, I guess.
Yeah.
I can put it somewhere.
One
in
of my friends bought, and it's fruiting very well
that's
in
fantastic.
his house in Abuja.
Alright guys, so it's been a wonderful time hanging out at Rodon Integrated Farms, which is one of the places in Plateau State where you can find exotic fruits, vegetables and spices being grown. This shows the massive potential in the agricultural and tourism sector of the state, and I can't wait to see more people tap into this niche industry so that there can be a bigger and better economic boost to the state, exports and even in the local market. My name is Andy Chanto signing out, and I would love that you subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Like and share this video so that someone else can discover something amazing and new about Nigeria and about Plateau State.